Welcome to the Waylight. In today's gospel passage, we see that Jesus calls Levi to the discipleship. Levi was a tax collector, and Jesus called this particular man from the tax office or tax booth. There's a kind of a difference between the call of Saint Peter and Levi. We see in the call of Levi, when Jesus called Levi, he left his job and then he had dined with Jesus on that same day, and then he started to follow Jesus. He became the disciple of Jesus. When we come to the life of Saint Peter, we can also understand when we go through the gospel, we see Jesus calls Peter while he was netting. And then when Peter heard the voice of Jesus, when Peter heard the invitation of Jesus to the discipleship, Peter left his boat and the net and followed Jesus. As we read and move forward towards the end of the gospel, we see after the death of Jesus, what happens? This Peter, due to the hopelessness and the fear, he wanted to overcome this particular situation. In order to overcome this situation, he tells the followers, he tells the other disciples that he is going for the boating. He wanted to catch the fish, and he took the boat and went. That means still he was having some sort of, we can say, the boat and the net. But what about Levi? Levi was a tax collector. Although he was a Jew, he was working for a Roman Empire, and he was working as a tax collector. It was considered as a government job at that time. Although the Jews were totally against the tax collection, he was well known among the Romans and some of the Jews. That's why when this Levi left his job and when he had dined with Jesus, when he invited Jesus for the supper in his home, so many of his friends of tax collectors were there in order to dine with Jesus. So that means it shows that he was such a well-known figure in the society as a tax collector. He was earning money both in official way and unofficial way, since he was a tax collector, and he was having a kind of government job at that time. Although the Jews were totally against this particular job, and they were hating those who are doing such kind of job, tax collection, because they are collecting the tax for the Roman Empire. The empire that which was ruling the Jews at that time, the people of Israel at that time. Anyway, this particular person, Levi, left the job. When he intended to leave this particular job, only one thing was there in his mind. If he leaves this particular job, it is once and for all. He will never get back this job. This is the ultimate decision that he wants to take. In that particular situation, he did not go through such kind of dilemma. He only wanted to become the disciple of Jesus. So he left his job, openly saying he left his job and followed Jesus. There was no second, although there was a second choice, he did not want to bring about the second choice. He strictly stuck on that particular thing, that he wanted to become the disciple of Jesus. We have St. Peter one side and Levi on the other side. St. Peter was lingering something behind, and Levi, once and for all, left everything, sacrificed everything that he had for Jesus Christ. So, what kind of discipleship that we are having? May God bless us all.